What are the best practices in handling contracts and agreements? I think that a couple of the best practices are these. Number one, have one. Most gym owners, unfortunately, do not have an agreement or they don't have contracts, so it makes it really difficult to be able to determine where a person is in your service and then what they are actually being held to, or what your service is holding people to, or what your service actually entails. So that's the first thing, is have an agreement. The next thing is, I'm a huge fan in regards to making sure that payment terms are discussed in those agreements. So ensuring that people understand the frequency, how much they're paying, what that looks like, and how they need to pay, or any penalties that may come along with it. The third thing that I always think about is that when you have an agreement, is to have some sort of clause in it or some sort of portion that talks about like your easy divorce policy. And what that basically would be is, you would have a policy in place that if a person was upset with their service, then here are the things that they would need to do to cancel it. So whether it's a 30-day cancellation notice, they need to sit down with you to be able to talk through it, they need to complete a form or a survey, whatever it looks like, but you need to have that in there as well. And then the last piece is I always like to include into agreements like what that person is responsible for. And I like to do that to be able to cement the buyer's decision. It makes everyone's life so much easier because at that point they have to initial it to make it so then they actually take ownership. So I like to include those 4 things into an agreement.